Okay guys, here we are, review show, week number 8. Well, it was a pretty poor performance by most teams. 3 teams got some good scoring. Punch Out, TT, Nash's Titans. Everybody else pretty much underperformed. Some really low scores this week. I don't know how the picks went. I guess that'll get reviewed by Mark, but it wasn't a great great week as far as I was concerned. Alright, first up, we've got Scorpions played G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe ended up with 102 points. Very poor performance, Joe. I picked you to win. He was the 9th best score of the week. He played Scorpions, 121.1. 5th best score of the week. Scorpions had Manning, McGahee, Ridley and Decker all turned up. And he had Randy Mouse on the bench with nearly 12 points. I was kind of shocked about that. G.I. Joe, Crabtree on the bench, 22.5. Vereen on the bench for 10. That could have made a lot of difference. It would have probably given him the win. Smith and Ryan both turned up, but the rest of the team was pretty lackluster. Underdog was Scorpions' other game of the week, 115 points, 7th best score of the week. Larry, of course, the running back monster. This week, basically, apart from Doug Martin, no running backs turned up for him. He's still good enough to beat some other teams, but it was kind of disappointing. He did have the Giants on the bench with 23 points. It wouldn't have made much difference in regards to the outcome of these games, I don't think. I think he might have just beat Scorpions if he'd added that in, because he did have a defense that did score, but it might have been close. Bada Bing was his other game, 112 points. Rob, I can't believe I picked you to win both your games and you decided to crap the bed. So, Bada Bing lost both of his games. Underdog and Haggis with 117 points, 6th best score of the week. Very disappointing by all 3 teams, I feel. But Stafford and Peterson and Connor Barth, the kicker, was the 3rd best scorer on his team. But he did leave some points on the bench. Jennings, Givens and Witten. That was 42 points. Now, that would have made the difference, and he would have probably ended up winning both of his games. Poor management style. I think that's how I have to put that down. Haggis got some turnout from Vic Ponder, Sproles, Thomas with 23 points, very good, and the Jets' defense. And I guess it just goes to pro. It's who you matched up with every week. He's matched up against Bada Bing and Thunder Buddies. Thunder Buddies, you're killing me. You're in my division. I picked you to win both games. 86 points. Horrible performance. Romo, McFadden, Johnson and Marshall all turned up, but everybody else just didn't even play. And Nelson didn't play. We should have had somebody else in there. You had Young on the bench with 28 points, or 26 points. I don't know whether that would have given you a victory in that game, but it would definitely given you a victory in the other game. And so, never mind. I think we need to get those lineups reviewed, you guys. Thunderbird's other game was against Pork Chops, 90.7. Horrible performance from the 50%ers. Only half of them turned up. Tom Brady. The rest of the team, as I mentioned in the preview show, I didn't even recognise the rest of the team, so I guess he got what he deserved, 90.7. And he got a win, which is incredible. 90.7 gets you a win, but he did beat Thunder Buddies with 86. His other game was against, let's hear it, Chris, Tenacious T, 139.2, tied for 2nd best of the week with Nash's Titan, and that was his other game. I told you it would come down to the end, it would be a nail biter. I did pick Chris to just get that win, but it was a great battle right into the last plays of the games, and 139.2 against 139.2. Excellent game. Like I said, Chris, I was very impressed. There was only 3 no-shows really on that team, which is unusual because the guys, Hunter maybe won, but Nix and Fitzgerald, I mean, 2 of his better guys really, Nix and Fitzgerald, but they were the underperformers of the week. So apart from that, great performance for everybody else. Nash's Titan, again, only real 3 no-shows. Hillis, Cruz and Woodhead, and again with Cruz has been his stud all year. So that was kind of unusual, but yeah, great games, well played. Nash's Titans' other game was against Deadheads, Mark Kustra, only 100 points. That was good enough for 10th best of the week though, and he would have beat 2 of the teams out there, Pork Chops and Thunderbuds, but he didn't play them. He had reasonable turnouts from Ballard, Julio Jones and the Pats defense, and Andrew Luck, but unfortunately the rest of the team didn't even show up. Punch Out, Best scorer of the week, I've mentioned, 150.7. Well done. It's a shame he's in my division because he was playing me. So he kicked my ass. I had 121.6, fifth best score of the week. Breeze and Freeman, that's maybe the new 50% a combination, even though he didn't pay anywhere near 50% for them. He's doing great with those them season. McCoy, Austin, a great trade for him this week. God damn it. And Harvin. So really, he had really good turnouts. And the Raiders defense, I was completely shocked with that. So great play from you, Matt. You played me, you kicked my ass. I had a great substitution, great management pick there when I put Richardson back in for Alex Green. I had Brandon Lloyd turned out for me. Lynch had a good turnout, and Justin Blackman actually finally got like reasonable points, what I was expecting from all season. This is the first game it's happened, so but it wasn't enough. My other game was against G.I. Joe, and as I mentioned, Joe had a good turnout from his two quarterbacks, but the rest of his team was a little bit lackluster, and he did leave some points on the bench, so it was enough for me to get the win, and so I'm glad for that. Alright, so that wraps up this roundup for the week. Of course, Halloween's tomorrow. I hope everybody enjoys that, and we'll see you at the review show later in the week. Alright, catch you later, guys.